Tory MP David Jones praised civil servants in the department for exiting the European Union, DExEU, but hit out at pro-Remain officials and ministers in the Treasury. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's The Ministry of Leave, Mr. Jones commended civil servants. He said, "There was never anything than totally enthusiasm and willingness. You really have to give credit where it's due. And I think that the civil servants do deserve credit for the way they approach this task. But ripped into the British government's key department." He said, "Probably the last of the Remain tendencies are deep within the bowels of the Treasury." Mr. Jones confirmed he was referring to both Treasury officials and ministers. He said, "Bearing in mind ministers and officials do work very closely together but never more closely than at the Treasury. I don't think I need to say any more. There is an effort being made at the moment to try and drag the process out and soften it." David Jones. But he continued and said Treasury officials and minister are creating a huge roadblock for Brexit. He said, "I think that there is a constitutional inversion in the Treasury to Brexit as a concept, and I think that in the Treasury there is an effort being made at the moment to try and drag the process out and soften it." Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, Mr. Jones supported DExEU and said it is fit for purpose. He said, "One of the things I have learned from my time there was that the people who are working there, the officials there, were extremely high caliber, very dedicated and frankly doing everything that they possibly can to ensure that this country leaves the European Union on the best possible terms." But former Minister Damian Green said he rejects claims that Treasury officials are biased on Brexit. He also urged for all Brexit forecasts to be made public knowledge and said all forecasts should be viewed skeptically. Brexiteer Jacob Rees-Mogg accused Treasury officials of fiddling the figures during an appearance on BBC's Today programme. In response to the claims made by Mr. Rees-Mogg, a furious government source told Express.co.uk, "It's all nonsense." Mr. Rees-Mogg's comment follows a Whitehall Commission report leaked to BuzzFeed, which outlined the impact Brexit would have on the British economy. The leaked study allegedly showed the economy would continue to grow slowly no matter the type of deal Britain strikes with Brussels. The research is reportedly based on only 3 possible Brexit scenarios, excluding an analysis of the impact of a bespoke deal such as the one the government is currently seeking to strike with the European Union. The report reveals that with the softest Brexit option, UK growth will be 2% lower over the next 15 years with continued access to the single market. In response to the claims, a Treasury spokesman said, "Both Treasury ministers and officials are working hard to deliver the best Brexit deal for Britain." The Prime Minister and the Chancellor have said repeatedly that we will be leaving both the single market and the customs union. Any suggestion to the contrary is simply false. Related articles: Bone kills off Cable's argument of no Brexit clarity with this policy. Ireland accuses Brexiteers of undermining Good Friday Agreement. May ready to keep Cabinet up all night to thrash out Brexit.